is October 10th, 2025. It is senior day for the Mountain Hawks as they take on the University of Loyola, Maryland Greyhounds. Captains, who are seniors for today's game, are shaking hands with the referees as the rest of the team finishes their warm up. Inculcation of knowledge from the coaches as these two teams prepare to take on each other. Grandparents, dogs, flowers, babies alike are all on the field with our seniors as this game began. Lehigh has 16 years to play that will be taking the field, 5 of which are starting. Each team is finishing up their huddles to the sideline. Referees are doing their stretches, some lunges by field referee, arm stretches. Ours are both by the sideline referee. He's got to get ready to hold those flags back to the other direction. Players disperse from their huddles, and the starting 11 begin to take the field. Lehigh will be attacking south as Loyola will be attacking north. The shade is set over the Lehigh defended goal. The center of the field is covered in sun, while both ends are in shade as the sun starts over the beautiful south mountain. 61 degrees, the wind is light, and the fans really showed up today. Many of which proud as the seniors on display, many of which ready for a great matchup between these two sides. Lehigh grad student and captain Faith Dobashevitz steps up to the center to take the kickoff. The goalies retreat to their nets. A hand is up. And we're off. Loyola is running a 3-4-3 formation. Number 14 on Lehigh, Elliot Forney, has the ball down to the right sideline, the far sideline, near the setting sun. Battle for the ball with number 28, Page Place. Loyola has the soccer ball. They're traveling up the field. It's kicked up near the right sideline by Dobashevitz. Loyola regains control near the far sideline. It's whipped across. Header off the post. Maybe Francis resets and makes the save near the near post. Starting in goal is number 00, Ria Mabry Francis. Among the seniors in today's game are Dobashevitz up front, Alyssa Hurd, the starting defenseman. Excuse me, she's a sophomore. Among the other defenders are Eden Freeman Warren, a freshman from St. John's, Florida, as the ball caroms outside for a Lehigh throw-in on the far sideline. Back to the thrower. Up the field, up the right sideline. It's taken and passed further down the sideline. Making a run is number 17, Sophia Liss, another senior. Places it back to the top of the 18. It's intercepted by the Loyola defender, taking it up the far sideline. Pass near the midfield. They reset. They're resetting back to the back line. Across one more time. It's sent down the right sideline, the near sideline. Again. And it is out of play off the foot of the Loyola forward. It was off of Riley Kennel. Kennel was recently named the Defensive Player of the Week in the Patriot League. Loyola retains possession following the throw-in. It's controlled near the near sideline. The defender passes it near the top of the 18. It's intercepted by Lehigh, taken back by Loyola. Across to the center of the box. A shot on goal. It is just all past the right hand and right post near the Lehigh goal. It will be taken off of Mabry Francis's glove, and it'll be a Loyola corner. On the west sideline, it is Kennel taking the corner. It sails and lands on the top of the net. It will be a Lehigh goal kick. Mabry Francis plays it short near the top of the 6. It's then booted up. Loyola plays it near the top of the 18. Pass back to midfield. Wind up and a fake shot. Moving in with the left foot. Back across to the end of the 18. Challenging her is the Lehigh defender before it's sent into the middle of the box. Number 8, between the legs of Mabry Francis. And Loyola has scored. The referee is calling it off due to a handball. He signals. There is confusion and disconcertion on the face of the would-be Loyola goal scorer. That was Asma Merzugi. Continues to deliberate with the referee to no avail. It will be placed on the edge of the 6-yard box for another goal kick. Mabry Francis plays it short the other way. Blocked by the Loyola defender forward on the clearance. It settles near the far post, and there's a slide and a foul on the Loyola forward. Loyola pressures deep in near the Lehigh side. It's out of bounds, and another push. That was Taryn Buckley on the foul, but then forcing it out of bounds. So a terrific play to make that up. Throw in by Loyola, and it's taken away by the Lehigh defender. That was Cindy Labissiere, who now sends it near the far sideline. Liss in pursuit, and kicked away by Dovashevitz. An ensuing battle, elbows flying, and it's pressured by number 6, Taylor Latini. Loyola retains it now, sends it far upfield, headed straight up into the air before being taken back by the Lehigh defender. And Riley Moschella back on the far sideline. Lehigh resets to the back line. passed by Mabry Francis to the defender. It's out of bounds on the near sideline off of Loyola. Set for the throw-in is Macy McCallum, Lehigh defender. Throws it long, headed away, or headed in continuation by the Loyola forward. A lot of back and forth action. In possession is Cindy Labissiere before it was kicked out of bounds by Loyola. It is once again a free throw for Lehigh. Macy McCallum taking it once again. McCallum sends it back for a reset near midfield. It's number 14, Elliot Forney. The defender, Eden Freeman Warren, the freshman, back up to McCallum. It's a shot on goal, but gathered quite simply by the Lehigh keeper, Hannah Goetzer, who is last year's Patriot League Goalkeeper of the Week, following her 5th shutout of the season. The defender, Zoe Willis, boots it upfield. It is taken by Amsa Merzugi, who sends it upfield into the box. In pursuit is Savannah Mansay. Her shot, or her cross attempt, is blocked by the Lehigh defender. It will once again be a corner kick for Loyola. Asma Merzugi is taking the corner kick for the Greyhounds. Lehigh sets up one at the front post, one at the back post. A line proceeding from the back post with several defenders and one down the middle of the field. The corner kick is up. A header attempt is put over the bar, and it will be a Lehigh goal kick. That shot attempt was once again Savannah Mansay. The goal kick is played short and then booted up. Sophia Liss on the far sideline headers it down the sideline, out of bounds. It will be a Loyola throw. The throw is immediately given up to Lehigh, who resets back up the right sideline. Near midfield, it's headed forward by Liss. There's a two-man pursuit. Lehigh takes the shot. It is off to the left of the goal. That was the forward, Cyndia Labissiere, who was working with Paige Place in order to generate that shot attempt. Goetzer will collect the ball and place it on the edge of the 6 for the kick. Goetzer's kick is across midfield, given right back to Lehigh. It was defenseman Eden Freeman Warren with the clearance. It gets blocked and returned for a Lehigh throw. It is once again the free throw specialist, Macy McCallum, who up the near sideline. It goes all the way back to Freeman Warren. It's centered for the other defender, that is Elliot Forney, who places it back up the side. And it is off the foot of McCallum. or kicked by McCallum off the foot of the Loyola defender. It'll be once again a Lehigh throw. The throw is across midfield and then quickly intercepted, bodies falling. It's been called a foul on Cindy Labissiere on a push of Taryn Buckley of Loyola. Defender Zoe Willis is taking the free kick. It's down the sideline. It's a beautiful play design to get the forward open. The cross is blocked by McCallum. It will once again be a Loyola corner on the east side of the field. And taking it again from this side is Merzugi. The kick is up and it's headed past goal by the Lehigh defenders and cleared finally across midfield. The fans are pleased with the defense on the corner. A return into the box for Loyola before it's taken by Liss, working to find a lane, takes it up the left sideline. Her pass attempt towards Barua, the team's assist leader, is intercepted and regained. Possession is regained by the Loyola defense at midfield. Up the west sideline, the pass is missed and able to be gathered by the Loyola defense. It's Sophie Liss up to captain Faith Dobashevitz, the senior sociology major, taking a shot, and it is wide of goal. That was perhaps 30 yards out, the shot attempt, and it was largely inaccurate. It will be gathered by Goetzer and placed on the 6-yard line. Among the other seniors to go with Dobashevitz, our forward Sophia Liss from Princeton, New Jersey, who's had a lot of work in turning defense into offense into this game. Not present on the field at the moment, our forward Camille Smith, a journalism major. As Goetzer clears or takes the goal kick, it is up to center midfield. It was initially received by Merzugi, now sent up the west sideline before being taken back by the Lehigh defense. Mabry Francis, in an attempt to hit McCallum on the east sideline, goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in taken by Riley Kennel of Loyola. Some stagnation as they set up this throw. It must have rolled off of her fingertips in the wrong way. It flew straight up into the air, but a good hustle allowed them to retain possession. Lehigh Liss in pursuit of the Loyola forward. It slid out of bounds, and despite Loyola's complaints and insistence, it is out of bounds on them. And it will once again be Mabry Francis for a goal kick. Passed off immediately to Liss. The attempted pass is intercepted. It's a centering pass by Loyola into the box. Headed away. And it's Dobashevitz back. She's all over the field. This one's regained on the west sideline by Loyola. Moving towards the center of the field. Pass to the midfielder. Back near the sideline. There's a cross attempt. Near the middle of the field, the header attempt is just missed. And there is a foul called. That was Macy McCallum being fouled by Merzugui in the middle of the box. And gathered by Mabry Francis. For the goal kick, it is just at about the penalty spot. She will line up like a goal kick. And this is the first one that isn't immediately dished off in short range. It was controlled by List's chest. And then once again with the foot, it's taken by Taylor Latini up the field. She hits Cindy Labissiere, who's taking it up the sideline between the defender's legs, but she gathers. I believe the referee missed a handball there as there was fighting for possession. It is out of bounds on Loyola. They are ruling it Lehigh's ball. It's McCallum with the back heel. It goes off of the defender. And for Lehigh. Once again, Lehigh working it upfield, continuing to kick it off of the Loyola defense. It's Freeman Warren, the freshman, centering near the middle. Dobashevitz goes up in attack. And they are ruling it a corner kick. She collided with the Loyola defender. They arrived at nearly the same time, but it has been ruled out of bounds on Lehigh. On Loyola. It is Taylor Latini providing Riley Moschella with the ball, and she lines up short should she decide to go that route with this corner kick. Lehigh set up to crash the box on this kick. The centering pass is up near the back post, headed on net, and caught by the goalkeeper, Hannah Goetzer. That was Lehigh's first legitimate scoring attempt. Goetzer's kick is across midfield. The attempt by McCallum is missed. It was retaken by Savannah Mansay, and then now out of bounds on Loyola as well. It is McCallum making the free throw. Down the sideline, it's controlled patiently by Amina Barua, the team's assist leader. McCallum in pursuit forces an errant pass. That is once again regathered by Loyola. It is up on the east sideline. A sliding cross attempt is not there. It goes behind the net, and it will once again be a Lehigh kick. The goal kick is gathered now by Liss in pursuit along the far sideline. It is out of bounds on Lehigh. It will be Loyola's ball. They set up down the far sideline. A takedown by the Lehigh defense is then received by Moschella up the sideline to Barua. Barua centering attempt. It's shot. Lehigh scores. It is. There are a lot of people around her. It was Taylor Latini, the midfielder from Tampa, Florida. Goal alarms are sounding. And Lehigh takes the lead. Amina Barua adds to her to her total as the leading assister on Lehigh. That is her 4th assist of the season. That was Latini's first goal of this season. A beautiful leading pass by Barua. And a left foot shot by Latini, nestled in the right corner of the goal. Lehigh engineered a nice play call there. It is it will immediately be returned to Lehigh upon kickoff, as the ensuing pass attempt to the kickoff went out of bounds. McCallum on the free throw hits Labissiere, who goes back to McCallum. Freeman Warren retains possession. She's taking all of the space she's given. It's Labissiere taking it back to the middle of the field. She sends it in a pass attempt to Liz. It's intercepted by the Loyola defender. The pass was then taken by Riley Kennel. It's sent up near the west sideline. Taken back. There's a battle on the corner. Lehigh is moving near the center of the goal. And there is a lot of space for Labissiere, who takes it up the sideline. Challenged by the Loyola defender, they have called a foul on Labissiere. The fans are in complete disagreement. It was of Reagan Malia drawing the foul for Loyola. And a free kick will be taken by Zoe Willis. Not being celebrated tonight, but also a senior. Willis sends it up through the middle of the field. It's a centering pass attempt, headed by Lehigh and then gathered by Mabry Francis. It was a viable cross by Riley Kennel, but the defense stood too strong. Mabry Francis takes the goal kick right down the center of the field. It's immediately taken by Malia. And a terrific takeaway by Taylor Latini. A collision of two Lehigh players, but McCallum stands strong. Calling for the pass was Sophia Liss. It was intercepted. It's now sent back up, headed by Freeman Warren in a clearance attempt. It was passed on a play attempt by Taryn Buckley, the forward for Loyola. And now it's a Lehigh throw-in from McCallum to Labissiere, back to Latini, and now back to the defensive line of Freeman Warren. It's sent across. That's Elliot Fournay, who's using a lot of space. There's minimal pressure on her. Facilitates it near the far sideline. It's been ruled out of bounds on the control attempt. Loyola arranging themselves for the throw. They'll change takers. There's been a substitution made. Leah Carter of the Loyola Greyhounds has been put on the field. Played back to the defensive line of Loyola following their throw. It's Zoe Willis with the ball in the back line. She sends it up the middle. It is an errant pass. It's intercepted by McCallum, and then once again played forward by Riley Moschella. Labissiere on the control. In an ensuing battle with Zoe Willis, the defender who's all the way across midfield, puts her arm around the body of Moschella. That is, they've ruled the foul on Moschella. Fans, players, announcers alike are all shocked by that call. Either way, it will be just on Loyola's side of the field. A free kick for Zoe Willis. Sends it to the far sideline. It's Renee Wanzer sending it up the field, but the pass is missed. It goes out of bounds past the goal line, and it will once again be a Lehigh free kick. Entering the game for Lehigh is number 32, Eva Megorian. Great speed, charges forward like that of a wombat. She is from Australia, making a substitution here in the 25th minute of this game. Dobashevitz is receptive of the goal kick. It is passed once again back to her. In an attempted reset to Freeman Warren, it is intercepted. Loyola has it just on the outside of the box. It's centered, but over the goal by Leah Carter, freshly added to the field. Among the other seniors being acknowledged tonight for Lehigh are defenseman and captain Abby Lee Sanogo from Plano, Texas, an economics major. The defense of Lehigh not an issue tonight, so we may see her later on. But if it ain't broke, as Mabry Francis kicks it forward, there's no reason to make amends. It was Paige Place taking her place as the ball controller there before passing it to Dobashevitz, who is angered by the lack of a foul call as she had been challenged by the Loyola midfielder. They now have a throw in. They play it back. 2 players in pursuit. An ensuing battle occurs near the far sideline. In pursuit was Freeman Warren of Lehigh, who kicks it out of bounds into the vast grass fields behind the pitch. And it's once again a Loyola free throw. It will be taken by senior defenseman Peyton Hurley. It was immediately defended by the Lehigh back line before it had gone out of bounds. It is a Loyola corner kick on the west side. There appears to be a lot of congestion by the Loyola attack near the center of the box. As the hand goes up, they disperse. A lot of jumping bodies in the air, but the ball is spilled in the middle. It's regathered by Loyola. A shot with the left foot. It is a beautiful 18-yard strike for the Loyola Greyhounds past the hands of Mabry Francis, and this game is knotted up at 1. How excited Reagan Malia is, the senior midfielder. A warm embrace from the entire Loyola crew on the far sideline. Lehigh themselves circle up to discuss what may have gone wrong on that corner defense on these special teams. This is a night of familial pride. All of the family, the supporters here for the seniors and underclassmen alike, encouraging Lehigh from the crowd. Uh, a very interesting setup for the kickoff as Dobashevitz ran from the middle of the field up all the way to the ball to retrieve it for kickoff. It's now taken by McCallum on the east sideline. Played by Labissiere. I believe the referee may have missed another handball. McCallum's attempted pass across the middle of the field was intercepted by Asma Merzugui. It is out of bounds, and once again, a McCallum throw down to Labissiere. A lot of contact, but no foul called. Back towards the middle of the field. The Loyola defender cleared it, and now it is back to Labissiere looking for room. The pass is intercepted, now taken back by the Lehigh defense. It is sent all the way across the field by Riley Moschella. Some more incidental contact in pursuit of the box. It's Moschella back with the ball. It's Amina Barua, the assist leader, resetting back. Lehigh gathers their attack across, is in the middle of the field. It is knocked away with the header. Back to Moschella for another attempt. A long shot, easily saved by the goalkeeper, Goetzer. It was maybe a 40-yard strike attempt to no avail. gathered up all the way on the other end. It was a fabulous kick by Goetzer. It is near the east flag in the corner. Now intercepted by McCallum. And then a sliding attempt by the forward of Loyola, Savannah Mansay. Does not work. It is a foul on her, and McCallum, the esteemed special teamer, will once again take the kick all the way up the east sideline for Labissiere, but it is intercepted and knocked forward. Nice give and go action with Reagan Malia taking control. The pass attempt near the corner to create a play is successful. Loyola charges into the box. Centering attempt was phenomenal, but missed by the right foot of the attacker. And now Barua's attempt over the middle is ineffective. The clearance by Loyola gives it back to Lehigh for the throw. They're throwing down the right sideline. There's a fabulous swim move by the Loyola defender to get around the Lehigh attacker, and then she draws the foul. It will be a corner kick, a free kick for Loyola. It is their special team specialist, Zoe Willis, the defender, coming back to take the kick. Coming up, I should say. The Loyola offense is anticipating this to be a center. Willis with one motion sends it near the middle of the box. It is headed just wide. That was Bridget McElderry with the shot attempt. It goes wide. There are 14 minutes remaining here in this first half. As Mabry Francis sets up for another goal kick. One could surmise that two substitutions have been made for Lehigh. Kat Pluck, the midfielder, and Savannah Connor, the forward, have just been put on the field. Ava Blizzard, the other Australian on Loyola, has also been added to the field. It's taken by Macy McCallum up the far sideline, but intercepted by Willis. She is everywhere, wherever the will. When there is a will, there is a way. And Willis appears to have the will to go all over the field, cover all ground. Her kick ended up out of bounds. It was a McCallum throw, played up to Latini. It's now retaken by Loyola, who switches fields completely to the west sideline. Now the defender, Renee Wanzer, sends it all the way upfield for a pass attempt near no Loyola attacker. It was easily taken by Lehigh. It's Freeman Warren who resets back to Mabry Francis, the keeper, who puts it near the west sideline. And now a long field attempt all the way up, ends out of bounds. The intended target, Tori Okorodudu, one of the new additions to the field. Several players have come on for Loyola as well. Nevaeh Vick was just added onto the field in substitution. Teams taking liberty with the number of subs that they have clearly in this first half. Taylor Latini puts it near the middle of the field, and it's regathered by Freeman Warren, who gives it back up the middle. In pursuit is Kat Pluck, just added to the field. She gives it away, and it's taken by Loyola for the reset. They send it back near the back line. It's Willis across the field at the top of the box. A west sideline pivot touch was beautiful by Loyola. The reset occurs here. It's the center back, Bridget McElderry, resetting play, controlling possession. It's intercepted by Dobashevitz. A fabulous move. Oh, oh, a fabulous, fabulous attempt by Toria Korodudu, but it is blocked aside by Goetzer. A left-footed attempt headed for the left side of the goal from the right side of the field. A diving stop. The throw-in. There was an ensuing battle between the Lehigh forward midfielder Taylor Latini and Bridget McElderry of Loyola. Lehigh won the battle, at least for now, on the corner kick. Newly added to the field, Savannah Connor, the freshman forward, ensued in a ball battle that was won by Lehigh. It's now up with Barua, who's pursuing the middle of the field. A long, presumptive pass attempt is inaccurate. It goes out of bounds. It will be a Loyola kick. The goal seemed to have not impeded Loyola's motion going forward, or Lehigh's motion going forward. Lehigh is a team that has not won since August 27th at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. So the momentum cannot be killed here. An attempt up the field is made, but intercepted by McCallum. Latini in pursuit, and now it's been pushed all the way back. Akorodudu in pursuit as well. Riley Kennel, the captain of this Loyola team, her pass near the middle of the field is intercepted. It's Dobashevitz on senior day with the ball. Back to Latini. It's sent upfield for Connor, but intercepted by Kennel. McCallum in pursuit. Near the middle of the field, Loyola takes it. Sent all the way up near the west sideline. In pursuit is Barua, who makes a fabulous interception. It's Latini carrying the ball upfield. A fabulous move with the left foot with the outside. Her pass sent forward, miscommunication there between her and Connor. It's Loyola's ball up near the center of the field. The reset is ineffective and overtaken by Lehigh at that sideline. It's reset towards the back line. They switch fields. It's Freeman Warren taking it up the sideline. She's given a lot of space, and she allows McCallum to take control. It's the forward, Savannah Connor. The defender more or less allowed her to walk by freely without contest. It was Dobashevitz with a pass near the top of the box. It's defended away, but she regathers. Across with the left foot, is not pursued by any Lehigh attacker. In the area was Amina Barua, and then cleared to the sideline and out of bounds by defender Renee Wanzer of Loyola. It's a Lehigh throw on the far sideline, roughly 2/3 into the attacking half. It's to Barua, the assist leader. Her pass is blocked. They rule it went from her foot to the foot of the Loyola defender and back to Barua's foot before going out of bounds. It is a Goetzer goal kick. Presumably Lehigh's goaltender Maybury Francis will be coming out after the first half. The team likes to parlay goalies, and senior goalkeeper Maggie Osujoglu will likely be playing the second half. Not very well tested has she been. It is has been Maybury Francis. There's a call on the near sideline. Fans are informing the referee that his vision is poor and the ball was out of bounds. To no avail. It's a free kick for Willis near the middle of the field. Dobashevitz in pursuit, and it's back to Willis for the reset. She carries it up near the sideline. A high lofted cross upfield is out of bounds. And once again, it will be McCallum with the throw in. Dobashevitz called for it, and she receives it before playing it back to McCallum. And it's back to Freeman Warren across the center of the field. Latini has it near the center, back to the captain, Dobashevitz. Looking for a cross. It's a beautiful left-footed cross towards Barua. It is headed away before being retaken by Lehigh. It's Latini to Barua, working through the middle of the field. And once again, it is a Loyola goal kick after pressure from the Lehigh attack. Goetzer has saved all 3 shots attempted on her. 3 of the 4 shots attempted, as evident by the goal scored earlier. Goetzer's kick is up, but it's intercepted by Lehigh with no one to receive it. And now it's Dobashevitz up the middle of the field before being reset back to McCallum across center. And it's Freeman Warren resetting it across the other side to Elliot Fournay before giving it back to Mabry Francis and back to Fournay, who clears it far up the field. Some contact, but no foul on the header attempt from both sides. It's down the center with the ball for Loyola. Was Merzugui before it was taken away. Lehigh in pursuit on the counterattack. It's Savannah Connor in pursuit of Willis, who passes it to the west sideline. It's brought deeper up the sideline past midfield, and a passing attempt was scooped up by Mabry Francis before it could develop any further. Directing traffic is Mabry Francis before she takes this kick with only about 3 minutes to go in the half. It's near the middle of the field. In pursuit for Lehigh was Alyssa Hurd, recently brought onto the field. It's Freeman Warren resetting all the way across to Fournay. Fournay sends it all the way up the middle of the field towards Akorodudu, but over her. A header forward by Dobashevitz creates another opportunity, but that one is steered away as well. Barua looking for a crossing attempt, but it's out of bounds on the west sideline. It will once again be a Lehigh throw. Taking it is Savannah Connor, a far throw, but headed away before being retaken by Dobashevitz and back to Connor. Connor passes down the sideline to Barua. Barua working in. It was a great move to get around the defender, but ends up out of bounds near the pole. With 2 minutes to go, there are limited opportunities. So one would surmise that this is among the last attempts in this half for Loyola. Only 2 minutes to go. The goal kick was taken by the Lehigh defense before being sent forward with no one to retrieve it. This pass attempt upfield is taken by McCallum and reset back towards Mabry Francis. It's on the other side to Elliot Fournay, looking for room to pass. She gets it up the sideline towards Connor. It goes by her right foot and out of bounds for a Loyola throw. Moving quickly at this point. There's a sense of urgency. It's sent off of the head of her own teammate from Loyola. An incidental out of bounds play off of the head of Riley Moss. Savannah Connor takes the throw. It's steered away by the Loyola defense. Elliot Fournier playing with Mabry Francis, passing back and forth before taking it back towards the middle of the field. A dangerous pass, but a good step up by the center back, Freeman Warren. It goes back to her from McCallum, who sends it across the field to Fournier. Lehigh has maybe one chance to develop a counterattack here. It's Fournier all the way up the field to Savannah Connor, whose touch is not quite controlled well. And possession is regained by Loyola with 20 seconds left. It's a free throw and a chance to counterattack for Lehigh. Down to the assist leader, Barua, who sends it back to Connor. Connor's centering attempt is high in the air and intercepted. It's out of bounds on Loyola. There are 5 seconds to go in the half. Lehigh must move exceedingly quickly should they want to score here. And the buzzer goes off. And that concludes the first half here in Bethlehem. It is 1-1. The goal scored by Latini and the goal scored by Merzugui. There are 15 minutes until the second half, where we will be joining you for another 45 minutes of exhilarating soccer between the Lehigh Mountain Hawks and Loyola Greyhounds. 1-1 going into break. It to go until the second half begins. AC/DC serenades the crowd, the players, the referees alike, all with a beautiful reminder of why we are all here today, to bring the thunder, to bring energy on this beautiful senior night. Some of the first half stats by the numbers in a 1-1 tie. Lehigh had 7 shots as compared to Loyola Maryland's 6, 4 of which were on target for Lehigh, 3 of which for Loyola. Loyola largely outpacing Lehigh in terms of corners at 4-1. Uh, Loyola Lehigh, by the numbers for that matter, all time in 13 games against each other, Lehigh is 6-6-3, including a record of 5-1-1 at home. Lehigh is on a 3-game win streak. They last won in October of last year. The assist getter on today's goal, Amina Barua, scored the game-winning goal in that one to put Lehigh on top. The teams begin to take the field for this second half, each huddling, mulling over how they best plan to progress going into the second half. Temperature has dropped considerably here in Bethlehem, from the initial temperature of 61 degrees at kickoff to 56, a drop that feels far colder than it actually is. As evident by the players taking the field, the defense for Loyola gathering the ball for kickoff, and the gradual dissonance of the music. The second half is set to begin. Taking the kick at the middle of the field is Malia Taranzin. I am broadcaster Will Kaplan, and the second half is off to a willful beginning. A strong kick towards the Lehigh side. Lehigh is now attacking north. They will be moving left to right up the field, with Loyola looking south. Loyola takes it back upon the left sideline. They reset back. It's the defenseman, Renee Wanzer, resetting. It's all the way up the right sideline. There's some miscommunication, and it is a Lehigh throw. Different way, same Macy McCallum taking the throw on the far sideline. The pass up the field is intercepted. It's taken in stride by the Loyola attack. In pursuit is Savannah Mansay, who moves quite quickly across the field in pursuit of these loose balls. It's back towards defender Bridget McElderry, who resets. It's brought upfield. Merzugui in pursuit after having given it up. Dobashevitz, her neon shoes. She can be spotted from anywhere. It's Merzugui taking it up the sideline to the attack. It's Malia Taranzin who resets it back. It's back to Taranzin who misplays the pass from defender Bridget McElderry. It's a Lehigh throw. The, th- the throw from Page Place was knocked away. It is once again a Lehigh throw. Place taking it again, scanning the field before making a throw deep up on the near sideline. It was Barua before being taken back by the senior Sophia Liss. Barua and several Loyola challengers in pursuit. It's out of bounds on Loyola. It is once again Place looking for the throw. Down the sideline to Barua, but poorly controlled between the knee and the chest. It is out of bounds. It is a throw for Peyton Hurley, the leader in minutes on this Loyola team. It's controlled 3 times in the air before landing by Savannah Manset. She resets back. And it's McElderry back to the keeper, Goetzer, who sends it across the field. Controlling at the middle of the field was Reagan Malia, the goal scorer for Loyola. Across up the field to Hurley along the near sideline is then challenged and taken by Place. Place's pass to Liss is then challenged. Loyola brings it up the near sideline. It's Malia Taranzin who sends it back to Hurley. Back to Taranzin, who makes a dance move around Place before moving it back towards the center of the field. It was challenged by Liss and now off the cleats. There's some deliberation about whose cleats exactly it was off of. It appears as if it was off of Paige Place's cleats of Lehigh. It will once again be a throw for Peyton Hurley, who dishes it back to McElderry. McElderry towards the middle of the box. It's touched but not able to be controlled. A shot fake was taken away by the Lehigh defender, Riley Moschella. It was ruled a foul on the Loyola attacker. It will be sent for a kick. It's Riley Moschella. Mabry Francis is still in goal for the Mountain Hawks. They have not switched on Usujoglu on her senior day. Must have liked what they saw out of the first half. It was a difficult shot that ended up in the net. And they are continuing to employ trust. A beautiful, beautiful header by the forward Savannah Manset of Loyola, but poorly controlled by Taranzin, and it's given up. It's out of bounds. Liss sends it back to Freeman Warren, who puts a touch between her legs and then sends it all the way to the far sideline. It's lost by McCallum and overtaken by Loyola. Loyola is moving left up the far sideline towards the middle. A centering attempt is missed. It was more a shot attempt from Reagan Malia. It will be a Lehigh goal kick after that one went wide by a few feet. And it's Mabry Francis turning it to Elliot Fournay, the right back up the sideline. It is back to Place and then back to Fournay. Pressuring the ball is the Loyola attack here deep in their attacking zone, though Lehigh has it. An interception by Peyton Hurley turns into a turnover as it goes off of a Lehigh defender. It is out of bounds for a Hurley throw. It's down to Manset and then taken near the middle of the field. It's centered and kicked away by Dobashevitz. Barua in pursuit makes a beautiful touch on the ball, and she's going upfield. With the outside of the foot, she continues to pursue goal. Barua, it is 1-on-3. She takes the shot. It is mere feet wide of the right side. The sound on the bleachers is like rolling thunder as fans in anguish about her having missed that shot on a glorious opportunity entirely self-created. Instead, it will be a Goetzer goal kick placed on the top of the 6. Barua, typically a midfielder, is playing this game as if she were a forward. The goal kick is shorter than typical. More frigid temperatures will take the energy out of it. And a beautiful ball up the far sideline towards the Loyola attacker, Mansay, but it is out of bounds. It will be a Lehigh throw for, once again, McCallum. McCallum sends it up to Dobashevitz, who knocks it out, and it is a Loyola throw gathered and quickly thrown in up the sideline. It's Dobashevitz. Excuse me. It was man saved back to the defender. The reset attempt does not go through. It is now controlled near the far flag, overtaken by Lehigh and sent up the far sideline before being intercepted once again by the defense. It is Ava Blizzard. She's moving around, covering everything with a blanket, all attacking. All Lehigh attackers are being pressed very heavily by Blizzard. She's been very effective on the counterattack. It is now Paige Place taking the free throw on the near side. It's Sophia Lisp who sends it to Barua, who sends it back beyond Place, who retrieves it before sending it back to Fournay. Mabry Francis for the complete reset, and then back up to Freeman Warren. Fournay receives the pass. She switches fields back to Freeman Warren, who prepares to return it once again back to Mabry Francis, all the way near the top of the box, who gives it back to Freeman Warren. There's a lot of counterattack, or there's a lot of patience by it being expressed by the Lehigh defense here without much pressure. It's finally across midfield now on a pass from Taylor Latini before being swiftly kicked out of bounds in an attempt by Labissiere to move it forward. Instead, it will be a Loyola throw. In a collision near the sideline between ball and shin, it will once again be a Loyola throw. Taking these largely has been Riley Kennel, as she does again here. It's returned on the far sideline back to Kennel, but the pass is errant from Reagan Malia, and it is a turnover. The Lehigh has a throw just into their attacking half. McCallum up towards Barua, who dances on a defender. Continues 3-on-1. She continues with the ball up the field. A sliding attempt, and she goes down. It appears as if there's some deliberation. It appeared to be a foul against her. Rather, it will instead simply be an out-of-bounds call, and Lehigh will retain possession and have a throw on the far sideline in box territory. It's into the box, headed backwards, but then intercepted by Loyola. Paige Place up to Labissiere, who continues it forward just slightly before it's overtaken. Once again, it's back with Lehigh's possession. With Latini Dobashevitz, a long, errant shot above the crossbar. Loyola has not had much possession here in the second half. It's been a lot of anxiously awaiting what the next step by the Lehigh attackers and defenders would be doing. Far less pressure than they were exhibiting in the first half here. The goal kick by Goetzer is up. It's challenged by Labissiere, and yet carried back for a reset by Loyola. In pursuit is Barua of the defender, but to no avail. A long cross upfield near the far sideline is then gathered, and Loyola has a beautiful attempt, a crossing pass, but nobody was there. The clearing attempt by Lehigh was intercepted. That shot on goal was stopped before it could get there. It's now on the far sideline near middle of the field, of being taken up very swiftly by the Lehigh attack. Loyola attack, a centering ball near the middle of the field. And with a wide open goal, just wide, was Asma Merzugui, mere inches away from her second goal of the game, with not a defender nary a goalkeeper's hand in the presence between her and the open net. Nonetheless, it instead becomes a goal kick for Lehigh. Coming into this game, Loyola had the fewest goals allowed of any team in the entire Patriot League at just 7, which is less than 1 goal allowed per game. So this is already, on a per game basis, a terrific showing for Lehigh. However, that one more goal and 4th consecutive victory against Loyola is what they are searching for here. Ooh, a fabulous and gutsy block by Latini, who takes it off of her head in order to prevent it from being sent upfield before it is once again regathered by Loyola, though the ensuing pass attempt forward was missed. It's back. It's Willis who reorients the ball towards the center of the field. A block on the Malia cross upfield was blocked. It's now reset entirely on the near sideline. A pass attempt upfield. It's Merzugui to Hurley. Hurley looking for a lane. She instead resets back to McElderry. McElderry puts it near the middle of the field to Malia. Malia looking for a pass attempt. She attempts to switch it towards the near sideline. It was blocked by Liss. Is now sent up by Latini for Barua, just long of her. And it's gathered by the goalkeeper, Goetzer, before being reset all the way towards the right sideline on a pass from Wanzer. An upfield pass by Reagan Malia is successful, and then once again towards the far sideline, but poorly controlled by the attacker of Loyola. It's intercepted by Lehigh, a fabulous, fabulous pass by Labissiere up to Liss, and then to Barua, who resets backwards. It's Liss once again, sending it towards the near side of the field. Liss resets back to Place. Place had an open person, Latini, to receive the pass, but passed up on it. Decided for the reset to Fournet, and now it is back to Place, carrying it up the near sideline. A passing attempt to Barua across is unsuccessful. A fabulous header in by Moshella, but Loyola won the interception battle. It is now on the near sideline, being reset by Loyola for Willis. The two primary defenders, Willis and McElderry, going back and forth 3 or 4 times apiece before it's reset all the way across to the right side of the field. Moving left was the Loyola attack. However, the pass went out of bounds, far to the left of the attacker. A Lehigh substitution has occurred. Catherine Cunningham, defender from Hoboken, is on the field for Lehigh now. As they prepare for the throw-in, it is again McCallum who sends it up to Labissiere, who appears to be her favorite target on these throws. It's now Riley Kennel. It goes out of bounds. Kennel takes the throw-in. It's a very short, and play is controlled by Loyola, moving up towards the center of the box. A centering attempt to Merzugui off the knee. Could not control it any further than that. Mabry Francis retrieves the ball, takes several seconds on the ground to secure it before rolling it out swiftly to Fournet. Fournet comes up the sideline to Place, but it goes off of her foot with the ensuing pressure. She sends it back to Merzugui, and then Hurley with the ball, sending it towards the middle of the field. A cross-field pass is intercepted by the header of Place. It's now McElderry back once again to Renee Wanzer, who sends it up the field towards Hurley. A great ball, but Hurley could not control. Pressure by Liss may have distracted her. It'll be a Place throw-in. who bounces it right to Liss, back to place, looking for a spot to control. Sends it over the head of Barua, who does not have the ability to pursue it and take possession. It's now Hurley down the sideline. Some fabulous ball movement here by Loyola. It's a triangle between Hurley and Malia and Wanzer. It's on the opposite side of the field now. Once again, it is McElderry. She covers both sides of the field with great aptitude. It's now a pass all the way up to Hurley from Reagan Malia. Great control right onto the sideline. She maintains possession, trying to work through. It's then intercepted by Fournet, who carries it up and dishes it out to Liss. Liss taking a lot of space. She sends it up to Dobashevitz, a counterattack developing here for Lehigh. Up the field is Labissiere, getting challenged by McElderry. She loses it for just a moment before taking possession once again. She likely had options, but instead decided to go for a shot attempt. It was well wide. No contest from Goetzer necessary. She will instead retrieve it and go for the goal kick. Lehigh is making 2 more substitutions here. Coming off the field is senior Sophia Liss. A fabulous night on her senior day. Perhaps later on we will see among... Perhaps we will see later on in the night among the other seniors, Dakota Russell, midfielder from Gainesville, Virginia, who has not appeared much this season, though on this night, should it be her time and place, may get action. It's reset all the way back and kicked aside by Mabry Francis from her own teammate with ongoing pursuits from Loyola attackers. It's a Loyola attacker, a Loyola throw-in near the edge of the box. It's reset to the thrower. It's then sent back. And a centering attempt towards Merzugi is headed wide. It was likely a shot or a pass across to Malia Taranzin, who could not find the space. It will be reset for a Mabry Francis throw. 20 minutes gone by here in the second half. It's quickly passed to Fournet, who sends it up the field. It's Place in reception of the pass, who dishes it back to Fournet, looking for space to move. A great spin move by Latini. Can she retain possession? No, but she'll remain in pursuit and take it right back. It's then intercepted by Loyola before being cleared up the near sideline. Just over the foot of Place in pursuit was Savannah Mansay. And questionably, it has been ruled out of bounds on Lehigh, on Elliot Fournet. They take the throw, quickly moving in. A very off-centered shot attempt from Savannah Mansay will result in a Lehigh goal kick. Far too hasty an approach to the offensive attack there. Space and time were not of the essence. It's reset to Freeman Warren by the keeper. It's then headed away, but in pursuit is Freeman Warren to prevent it from being overtaken. And then Merzugi intercepts it once again. Again, far too hasty are the shots from this Loyola attack. She had space and a teammate on either side of her and yet decided to go for goal, making for an incredibly simple save for Mabry Francis. Really stat padding these saves. Up to 3 on the half, entirely uncontested. A punt attempt towards Barua is successful. Ooh, controlling it for mere seconds on the sideline was Okorodudu, but could not find one to connect. Coming onto the field is senior Dakota Russell, as just mentioned, from Gainesville, Virginia. the environmental engineering major, seeing if she can fabricate a way for this Lehigh attack. There's a throw from Freeman Warren in the center of the box. It's steered away, but then Dobashevitz resets back to Latini. It was Moshella trying to reset on the other side. It's instead intercepted by Loyola, who sends it up the far sideline. A fabulous ball should she get there. It's just taken away by Fournay. And then reset to the other side to Place. Place to the near sideline for Dakota Russell, her first touch of the day on her senior day. Loses possession, but it's taken back by her and then up to Place. And once again, Moshella sends it up the sideline to Latini. Latini switches fields completely. It's newly on the field, Catherine Cunningham, who sends it to Savannah Connor, who's trying to weave her way through the defense. She took on 3 defenders and could not prevail. It's then cleared away, but then regathered by the Lehigh attack. It's Catherine Cunningham taking a long shot. It's nearly spilled, like the flowing offense by the keeper. It was nearly spilled, but it was held on to by Goetzer. The punt attempt is across midfield. It's taken by Mirzugui. And then back to Willis, who sends a great clear up the sideline. It was an attempted pass, but it was not connected with. Perhaps some miscommunication there. It's sent all the way back now. Lehigh maintaining possession. It's a Korodudu who is pushed down, but no foul is called. Much to the dismay of the fans here. Near midfield is Loyola in possession of the ball. It's sent near the far sideline. All the way up, moving left is the attacker. And then once again sent backwards for the facilitation of Leah Carter. Put towards the middle of the field. It's a pass for Ella Moss, who sends it up near the goal, but Fournay makes the clear instead with her head. She once again receives the ball, but Okorodudu is there to put it off of the foot of Moss. It's a fabulous way to create a turnover. And here's Paige Place. She sends it forward to Dakota, who is then fouled. Dakota Russell on her senior night is making strides. She is full of energy here, trying to provide a spark in the second half. She just misses that free throw pass attempt from being blocked. It's retaken by Loyola. It's Malia Townsend back to the center, McElderry. Her pass towards the sideline connects. A centering attempt from Loyola. It's on the ground and easily steered away by Freeman Warren. Once again regathered by Loyola. A box centering attempt. It was an ambitious attempt. The first touch was made by her teammate, Savannah Mansay, who's been all over the offensive end in this game. However, it was far too crowded in that box for it to be any reliable pass. It's then reset. It's back to Hurley up the sideline. A beautiful swim move by Malia Townsend, and then she is fouled by Place. A beautiful move going up the sideline, however, it ended up being a foul and once again touched by Lehigh so as not to play the advantage. It is Zoe Willis on to take the kick. The formation in the box suggests that this will be a centering pass. Lehigh's defense pushing them back. A beautiful centering attempt just onside. However, it goes wide. The fans wanted an offsides call there. I would have anticipated it would be an offsides call as well. And yet, here is another free goal kick for the Mountain Hawks. Mabry Francis setting pace. Fournay on the carom attempts to put it off, or attempts to send it forward. It's put off to the side, and it's another throw in for Loyola in green. It's up the far sideline towards the left, moving towards the box. There's a takedown, but no foul called. A centering pass is errant. In pursuit is Townsend of Lehigh before it's cleared by Dakota Russell. Regathering is Hurley for the throw-in. Examining the field, there's some movement from Merzugi, picks up a defender. She appears to be the target, and she is. Boxes out the much smaller defender place. It's back to Hurley coming across the center of the field. Loyola attempts to reset on the other side. It's McElderry to Willis. Willis carrying up the field. She has a lot of space. It's up to the playmaker, Reagan Malia, the goal scorer, and then back to Willis. Willis sends it up towards the center of the box. A shot attempt from Malia Townsend is blocked by the Lehigh defense. It's then reset to the other side. Savannah Connor tries to send it up the field to Okorodudu. Given a lot of space, but given up. It's back to Dakota Hudson. She has Okorodudu, but decides to pass up and wait for Place as a reinforcement. Place is given a lot of space as well. Down to Okorodudu. She sends it back to Place. Perhaps, incidentally, a great shot from roughly 30 yards out. A diving stop by Goetzer, and it will be a corner attempt for Lehigh from the far sideline. I do not believe that that shot was on target. However, it forced a difficult save, at least a difficult save attempt by the goaltender Goetzer.
Now the game for Lehigh, great cat pluck, number 17, Sophia Liss.
Cat Pluck, who substituted on earlier in the game, is out, as is senior Sophia Liss, with 15 minutes to go in this game. It will be a corner attempt by Taylor Latini, the goal scorer today. Both hands are up in the air, and she sends the cross towards the middle of the field. Dobashevitz's header attempt just misses, and it's gone on the near sideline for Loyola. Dakota Hudson stops it, but stumbles, and it's overtaken. That is the inch that was needed by Loyola to retain possession of this ball. It's sent up the field. Oh, wide open. A chip shot, and a beauty is just wide by Merzugui. Her ambition has been on point, but her touch not delicate enough consistently over the course of the second half for it to matter. Angst, a sense of tension is growing in this Lehigh crowd as Mabry Francis prepares for the goal kick. A lot less stagnation on these kicks than there had been at the beginning of the game. Okorodudu receives the kick, looking for a space to run, looking for Latini, instead goes to Hudson. Hudson, on her senior day, gets intercepted by Hurley. Hurley's looking for a pass up the field now. It's Merzugui, and then it's back past the middle of the field. It was Moss to Hurley. Hurley looking for a pass, and she finds Mansay. Mansay dribbling towards the center of the field. She's given no space vertical, but many of it east to west. A centering attempt is blocked by the Lehigh defense. It will be a corner for Loyola. Some call has occurred on the field here. Loyola. It was a pause for a substitution. Reagan Malia, the goal scorer for Loyola, is off the field. She was all over controlling play in this one. Two hands are up for the Loyola corner. They set up and they disperse into a line formation, defended evenly by Lehigh defenders. Hands go up once again, and the cross is made towards the middle of the field. It's a great cross. Back to the goal was the goalkeeper, Mabry Francis. Too much congestion in the front for the one lone Loyola forward down there, Savannah Mansay, to do anything more productive. She does pressure the goal kick. It's sent across the field to the far sideline. Latini headers it back. Some congestion, and she retains possession after the bounce. However, there is a whistle. It appears as if there was a push being called on the field. It's a goal kick for Liss. The fans in absolute disarray over the officiating in this one. A lot of fouls that appear as if they shouldn't have been called. A cross attempt towards the middle of the box is blocked. They must reset. It's back to Hurley, who puts it towards the middle. However, it's blocked away by Latini and then sent up the field by place to Okorodudu, who controls it off of the center of her body, taking it all the way up the field into the box. In possession, pursuit is Okorodudu. A cross attempt is just blocked, returned by Dobashevitz, and then a shot attempt by Liss sails well over. She had a moment to compose herself, and yet sent it far over the box. A lot of fluid substitutions are being employed here in this game. Players being moved on and off the field to conserve energy on this frigid night. Liss is back on the field. Barua is back on the field after a brief absence. The Goatser goal kick comes out towards the center of the field. It is in contest. It is pursued by Liss towards the sideline, and yet it goes out of bounds on Lehigh. The throw is up the sideline, attempted to be controlled by Mansay, and yet it goes out of bounds, and once again, Lehigh's possession. It's Freeman Warren in pursuit of the ball on the kick. Lining up, dictating field position, sends it near all the way up into the Lehigh side. Pursuit by Mansay is unsuccessful. It's back to Freeman Warren, who sends it back up to the location of the first pass attempt. This header attempt by Merzugi towards Mansay ends up out of bounds off of Lehigh. It will be a Loyola throw. There are 10 minutes remaining in the second half here. The score remains 1-1. It's once again out of bounds off of Lehigh. Moving 10 feet further for a throw to the left is Loyola. A takedown, but no call. A lot of aggressive contact is being let to slide by these referees in this one. It will instead be a throw on the far sideline for Lehigh. Up the sideline towards Okorodudu, attempting to control but pursued by two Loyola defenders. Barua in pursuit, then Okorodudu to sandwich, and yet it goes out of bounds off of one of the Lehigh defenders. Another substitution being made by Loyola.
Now the game for Loyola, number 12, Bridget McElderry.
Controlled up the sideline was Mansay, and it goes off of the foot of Catherine Cunningham of Lehigh. And it's another throw for Loyola. They've had many of these in the past few minutes. They're going to have one more, as it was off the foot of Liss. The throw by the Loyola defender comes in. It's steered away, and possession is retaken by Lehigh and Okorodudu. She had more time than she reacted with. She had Barua on the other side and yet decided to make a hasty pass. This clear by McElderry is all the way up the field. It's instead pursued by Cunningham, who makes the interception. And it is off the foot of the Loyola player and out. The trend in this half seems to have been retrieving free throws, attempting box outs, and then the ball swiftly being kicked out of bounds once again or retaken possession by the other team. And that's precisely what happened here. It's a Loyola cross across the center of the field. It's to Hurley. Hurley trying to reset. It's instead cleared by Place to the sideline. It's out of bounds. It's another throw for Hurley. Hurley has Bridget McElderry back should the cross attempt ensue. It's instead Merzugi and then taken by McElderry back to Hurley. Hurley to McElderry once again, working with the left foot down the sideline near the corner pole. The cross attempt is stopped by Place. It's then retrieved by Latini, and Place sends it up the sideline. It is out of bounds. It will once again be a Loyola throw. 7 minutes remain in the match. And back to retrieve it is Place. It's swiftly returned past her into McElderry. Willis is called off by Reagan Malia, who's back on the field. Then it's reset back to her. Willis back to Malia. Malia sends it back to Renee Wanzer, who sends it all the way up the field. It's Hurley's ball now, near the center of near the box. Her cross attempt off the toe, most likely, causing it to go far to the left of the goal and out of bounds. Another substitution ensues for Lehigh. Labissiere is back on. Liss will take a quick breather. I would imagine with the way that she has defended throughout this game, Lehigh would value her presence in the last few minutes, but perhaps attempting to get a final attempt at goal here. The goal kick by Mabry Francis is all the way up to the center of the field. It's headed forward by Dobashevitz, who hasn't taken a break, and then now it's back to Liss. Back to Dobashevitz, who attempts to move it towards the far sideline. It's stopped. It's taken by Cunningham. Cunningham will reset to Freeman Warren, who goes back all the way to Mabry Francis. Freeman Warren's pass up the sideline to Cunningham is successful. The ensuing pass to Okorodudu is not. And now it's back to Warren Freeman near the far pole in the defensive end before being sent out of bounds. It will once again be a Loyola throw. There's already a box out occurring on the sideline. The thrower instead elects for the more simple pass back to the defender. An attempted turn by Reagan Malia ended up working out in favor of Loyola, though the turn didn't quite work. A following throw, how many have there been in this half? Goes for Loyola, up the sideline. Goes the Loyola attack. It was once again Savannah Mansay who has quickly moved throughout this defense, cutting through very efficiently, but hasn't been able to find the right passes. The spacing has been an issue here for Loyola in the second half. This one is sent up to Barua, the playmaker, who's taken down in between two defenders, trips on elements of each. It's overtaken by Hurley, who puts it in the middle towards Merzugi. Fends off Latini and sends it down the sideline to Malone Kristen, who sends it towards the middle of the field, and it rolls in entirely incidentally. There seems to have been no deliberate shot, no explicit communication expecting someone to be there, and yet Leah Carter of the Loyola Greyhounds manages to put one in for Loyola. It's a 2-1 lead here with less than 5 minutes remaining. It was Malone Kristen added to the field, getting the assist on that goal. The score with 4 minutes to go, the clock stops here with how little time we have left. Off the field just after scoring is Leah Carter. Anguish, tension, loathing is in the presence of the crowd here, yearning for one more opportunity. The spacing, the defense, minus the attempt early by Barua in this half, has suffocated the Lehigh attack. And they respond to it with haste, sending it up the field very viciously. In pursuit is Cat Pluck back on the field, but before anything can develop, it's forcibly reset. Pluck carries up the field, switches near the other side to Fournay. Fournay continues it to the near sideline before cutting back towards the middle, taking on a defender all on her own to Pluck, and then towards the far sideline. The attempt to Okorodudu was intercepted. It's instead now back to Latini. Latini sends it to Cunningham. Cunningham puts it towards the middle of the field. Behind the defender was Barua, who pursues the fallen down defender. Okorodudu reacts with much haste, without much deliberation, and sends it well over the goal line and well into the woods behind Ulrich Field. It's a goal kick for the goaltender Goetzer. Less than 4 minutes remain for the Lehigh Mountain Hawks to retrieve one more. The goal kick is deep across the center of the field. It's pressured by Zoe Willis here. Hurley retrieves the ball on the miscue. Hurley has McElderry on the sideline. That is where she elects to pass. Calling for it is Mansay. Yet she did not have the room. It was pursued by Fournay in tight coverage. Now across the field. Taking it is Pluck. Pluck sends it to the other defender, Cunningham, on the other side of the field. A block here by the Lehigh midfielder forces an improper touch by Loyola. There are 2.5 minutes. Up the field is Pluck. Pluck sends it back to Cunningham, looking to find somewhere with a lane to continue pursuit of the ball. It's Latini in pressure, and yet it's successfully cleared towards the side. Page Place returns it up the sideline. There is no Lehigh defender or attacker within the range of the ball, closer than the 3 Loyola defenders. Goetzer will take her time retrieving this ball and setting it up for the goal kick with just 2 minutes to go. Extensive pressure must be applied by the Lehigh Mountain Hawks here, who have been largely reluctant to pursue the ball in congested space. They've been unable to string together several successive passes. Here it's Fournay taking command. The pass up the sideline and taken down is Labissiere, just recently back on, and it will be a Lehigh kick. You would imagine the entire team would be pressuring upfield, some deliberation between Place and Cunningham near the center of the field. Otherwise, all are in the range of the box. Everyone lining up on the edge of the third. 18. The center is not near any pursuing Lehigh forward. Place returns it towards the center, and it's cleared away with the head once again. It's plucked to the far sideline. It's centered in the middle of the field. The intended receiver was Dobashevitz, but is not there. It's intercepted. 45 seconds to go in this game. Dobashevitz is in pursuit and headers it forward to Okorodudu, but it's blocked away by the Loyola defender. Here's Page Place, who sends it up the field. It is directly at Goetzer. She had 2 attackers, Barua and Dobashevitz, in the middle of the field. Neither one were close enough to redirect that shot attempt that was near the front post. Goetzer with the punt high into the air to erase as much time on the clock as possible. 15 seconds to go. Place instigates one last attempt. It's Barua moving into the center of the field. It's then taken away by McElderry. It's Dobashevitz going for absolute glory. It's up in the air, and it misses the goal by mere inches. This one is over, folks. By a final score of 2-1, the Loyola Greyhounds have defeated the Mountain Hawks here on Senior Day. Anguish on the faces of the players, frustration by the crowd, and yet a sense of pride and accomplishment still looms over them. However, for the players themselves, this is not the result that was anticipated. A 2-1 score. The scorers in this game, Leah Carter and Ozma Merzugui for the Greyhounds. And once again, it was Latini for the Mountain Hawks. The teams line up, exchange greetings, perhaps some phony good games from the Mountain Hawks side. And yet, the game is concluded. It is once again a final score of 2-1, a brilliant game, particularly by the goalie, Goetzer of Loyola. Merzugi very involved on the offense, and McElderry played a very solid defense. Latini was over the field for Lehigh, as was Sophia Liss, a brilliant game for her on her senior night. And that concludes the broadcast as Loyola fans wave to those in the stands that came to support them. Quiet, tame celebration ensuing on the field. The next Lehigh home game is against Colgate on October 15th. Until then, Lehigh will yearn for another chance to go back onto the field. They are now winless in their last 6. And they believe that perhaps one more will freshen
Final score, Loyola
their
2,
abilities
Lehigh 1.
at
As a
home
reminder,
and in general.
the
Signing
host
off
athlete
from Ulrich Sports Complex in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania at Lehigh University is Will Kaplan.
Drive home safe.
Drive home safely, everybody.